Okay, sorry everyone, I'm recording.
Ooh.
Okay, I think on here I can spotlight myself.
Is this the recording for Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse, fuck you, man.
The beginning part. So yeah, so like I said, ways to make your stinger shorter, or you can just kind of like, you see how I'm like taking the needle into the middle of it and kind of poking it down?
How do you make it longer?
The only way to make it longer is to like pull it and then kind of felt it the opposite way that you pulled it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be spending the rest of my life trying to make these black lines more symmetrical to my little cube.
You can, if you want, it looks good. If you want, you can always add, it's hard to take away, I guess, on the lines, but you can always add more if you, like mine's not really even, so if I'm being really anal, I could add more. So let me know when you guys are satisfied with your stingers.
I'm good.
You're good?
I feel pretty good about mine.
How do you feel about yours, Mark? I know you're concerned. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't.
you said to push it down, and so it really improved, I think.
That did? Okay. Oh yeah, pushing down helps. Okay.
Because it was just really long, and it like was skinny, fat, skinny. So
Yeah.
I just pushed it down enough that it went from fat to skinny, and now it looks more like a point.
Yeah. You can kind of just tuck it in there.
Makes me happy. Looks like a dreidel. Oh my gosh.
Looks like a dreidel.
A bumblebee dreidel.
That would be adorable. It does kind of look like a dreidel.
I'm sure someone has invented that. If not, copyright it.
That's true. Copyright it.
Sell them on Etsy.
Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, so you can, if you want, you still have time to mess with your stripes. I might add a little more to mine, but let's not do that here. So next is the wings.
Ooh.
So we're gonna take our white and
Look at mine, it's super
and
awesome.
I'm gonna,
Oh,
Just make that the
hang on.
bottom.
Lexi, can you focus your, there you go.
So these
Sorry.
are where the legs go.
it's not really. Is it focused?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it went taller.
So you're gonna take your white and you'll take like a strip probably about
An inch.
2 fingers, yeah, like an inch wide, and mine's like almost like a hand long. So it's like my hands are probably like 5 inches long, I guess. So probably an inch wide and 5 inches long.
Boy, we're making wings.
We're like ripping a strip though, right? It's not the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it's like a little strip. It should probably be about like kind of like
Is it about the width of our bee?
about the width of your bee. Yeah, probably about the width. Oh, that's a good
The
way
length
to
of your
think.
bee.
Yeah, the length of your bee. Is that what you mean?
The length of the
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Mine is the length of my bee. That's a good point, Aaron.
as long as your hand.
Yeah.
As long as Lexi's hand, your hand is.
Oh yeah.
It could be your hand too. It might just be a
Can
little.
you hold your hand up to the screen?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, find a banana
Perfect.
sale.
Sorry. Here's my hand. You can measure.
Perfect.
Now put your hand next to a banana. That's what we
Good point. I don't have a banana. Oh wait, I've got a cell phone. It's approximately the size of a Samsung. What is this? Galaxy S9, S6. What do we have?
Yes,
S8?
S9, I think.
S9, something like that. I
got
don't
it.
even know what model, so not very helpful. Okay, so if you've got that strip, I'm debating how, let me think about this. So I think we're gonna, debating how big we want these wings. So this is the fiddliest part, even though the tail I said was the fiddliest part. This is kind of the fiddliest part. Okay,
But then live.
I've been duped.
here's what we're gonna do here. Yeah, you've been duped. So again, remember how we rolled? So we're gonna make this part, we're gonna roll that part pretty thinly, tightly on there. And then we're gonna, actually don't do this. Maybe watch for a second. I'm gonna determine. Yeah, so never mind. Don't do, so yeah, you can start doing that. We're gonna do half this. So okay, that really long strip, go ahead and like divide it in half now. So
So now it's more like a square.
yeah, oh yeah, rectangle. Sorry about that. False alarm. Okay, so take your rectangle and you're now going to, you can do this part now. You're going to roll along the handle just like we did the first time, but for the stinger, but you don't want to make it quite so tight. So make it tight in the beginning and then you can kind of loosen it up and just kind of whoop, whoop, make a little like big old puff. See that? So it's like a little bit firm in the middle, but kind of fluffy. So we're going to do that with the second one again. And you've got plenty of white, so if we screw this up, you can do it again. So again, we're going to roll it real tightly. So I got a nice snug center. And then I'm going to whoop, just kind of quickly wrap it all up. Just make another little puff ball.
I didn't fully understand what you meant until you said the whoop sound. That's what sold it.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe it other than that noise.
That noise is the.
If you don't like them, you can go ahead and make a third one.
Mine are perfect. Throwing them right on the beat.
No.
Throw them on the bee.
Why is yours so long?
It's a big beat.
One of mine is larger than the other.
They're gonna shrink down. Yeah, if they're different sizes, you can try and make another one, or you can go with it, and
Mine too.
we'll probably be able to tuck them together. Again.
Doing it.
So I've got kind of these three.
Good enough. Okay.
So I'm going to use these are about the width of my, which is not helpful, the width of my pointer finger. This one's not. I'm going to use the bigger ones. Okay, if everyone got their rolls for their wings?
Yes.
Yes.
So, is it blurry or can you see this?
I can see it.
Okay, so we're going to just
Yours are too wide.
gently poke a couple times, turn,
Turn
poke,
like 90 degrees.
turn 90 degrees, turn, poke, and just do that. Just do that 4 times so you get all the way back to the beginning. I think I lost track, but somewhere around there. Okay.
It looks like it looks like a tube of floss.
Ah, a tube of floss. I'm thinking.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean like a little wrappy roll?
Like a wrapped roll of floss.
Oh yes. Okay, I totally.
Or like a little spiral, like a little spindle of thread.
It does. It does look just like that. Okay. So
Like
now,
a tampon.
or like a tampon. It does look like a tampon. So one end of your little guy is going to have. You're going to make that the part you attach. The thicker part, if you have a thicker end, is the part that's going to become your wing. So what we're going to do is we're going to flatten it out now. So find your thicker part and leave like a centimeter or so where you can put your finger. We're not going to poke that part. We'll leave that fluffy. But this other part here, give it a bunch of pokes all along the edge of this, or all along the whole thing. Just flatten it kind of onto your felt. I mean, onto your foam. Start to get kind of felty. You're gonna have to poke all the way into your into your foam to try and get it felted. Okay, so mine's, I'll lift it up. It's a little bit thinner now, kind of becoming pancakey. You can flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. And it should become pancakey. How's it
I
going?
can feel the threads moving under my finger.
Yep.
Bizarre.
Side of this thing.
Yeah, and it might attach to it.
Yeah, it attached.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine attaches to it too. Yeah,
Okay,
it's fine.
okay.
You just
Thought that
pull
was
it. You
something
just pull it off when that happens. So once it's like getting kind of firm, it can kind of hold itself up. Like mine's feeling pretty firm actually. Pretty happy with that. You can start felting kind of around the tip part where you've got a lot of fluff. not the part that I said don't felt on, the other part. And you can kind of start pulling in those wispy strands of felt by just kind of rubbing your needle along them and pulling them in, kind of like you did for the stripes.
You don't go into the side.
Eventually we can, but we got to get it firmer. So you can, but like Will mentioned, to get it firmer, we're going to poke kind of sideways. So after you've got, so you're kind of rounding the top part, so it looks more wing-like. And it should be a little smoother up there. So once you're happy with that, or sort of happy, you can pick it up and flip it over and kind of do the same thing on the back side, poking a little bit sideways to try and get all the fibers in there. Okay.
Wing.
Yeah, so there you go. There's like a wing. And you can make it a little, you can fix it more if you want. So you're going to repeat the process for your other wing. Don't worry really about how long this part is. We'll probably pull some of that off if it's too long. You can kind of take a look at your bee and see if you like it. If you think it's too ovally, you can carefully poke in towards the, careful of your fingers here though, you can kind of poke in and make it more circular by running along the edge here. And then you'll flatten it out again and flip it, and again.
Someone is like crushing it.
Yeah, who's going?
That's Will. That's Will. He hears me doing it at night, I think. Is that true?
Like an electronic sewing machine over here.
Wait, you're doing the top of the wing, Lexi?
Yeah, I am kind of like pushing. I want mine to be a little bit more circular, so I'm gonna try to kind of, can you see what I'm doing? I'm like poking in, but be very careful of your fingers here. That'll make it a little bit more circular. And then once you poke it around a little bit, see how it's a little more circular? Then you can poke again to kind of flatten it back out again. Ouch, good thing I have nails.
So we do this on both wings.
Yes, so then you're going to do the same process for the second wing. So just a reminder, you're going to want to poke along the cylinder by rotating 4 times in 90-degree turns, or 90 degrees turns. And then you're gonna flatten it out. Actually, you decide which side's fatter, maybe thicker. I'm gonna use this side, my wing side. Start flattening it out. Flip it over, start flattening it out. I guess I gave myself eyes, but I don't know where they went.
You use my eyes.
Oh, you need some eyes.
That's okay.
I need to talk to her.
So I added more fluff to it.
And I'm gonna pull the wisps in, to round off my edges. Pull this up and in. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yes, we can.
This is a really great activity. And it's something that is stimulating. It would be lovely to do on a plane.
Oh
but they
yeah.
will not let you do this on a plane. I imagine.
You know, it's so true, Andrew. I've brought like sewing needles and like tiny scissors on planes, being like, am I gonna get them confiscated? I wonder if they'd bother you. They probably, maybe they would.
They've bothered my 84-year-old grandmother before.
Really?
But she had knitting needles.
What?
It wasn't for these kind of.
You're
they were
allowed
like-
to have knitting needles.
No, grandmother doesn't
Needlepoint.
knit. It was needlepoint.
Needlepoint. Oh, needle.
Oh,
Oh, I would have thought those would be okay.
Yeah.
I've never been bothered.
She had sewing scissors and and needlepoint needle.
I bet
Well,
honestly,
does
they
she look
find-
suspicious?
She's very suspicious looking. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
white hair that makes her suspicious.
Yeah. And the hardly able to walk that makes her suspicious.
Yeah, she screams Russian. I don't know,
Russians.
yeah.
Russian spy.
She's with Putin. She lives in
She's a
Jefferson.
communist.
She's a communist. Yeah. Communist in Jefferson City.
That's
One
right.
of my wings is bigger than the other.
Yeah, so if they're bigger than the other, you might want to try and it's harder to make them bigger, but you can. If you want to make them bigger, take some wisps of felt and you, Mary Elizabeth, you can just kind of wrap them around and then go ahead and felt them back in.
Actually deciding if one is actually bigger.
Might not be.
It's like marginal. Look.
So yeah, it's not too bad to add more. If they're too big, you can just keep felting them and they'll get tighter. There is a limit at some point if you made them really too tight that your needle won't go through anymore. And that's pretty hard to get to that point.
Have you gotten to that point?
I have.
Oh, wow.
Not like in this particular project, but I don't know. I just wanted to see what it. You're happy with your wings. Well, maybe I should ask. I'm not quite happy yet, so I'm gonna go for another
It
second.
is weird that it's like all wool and like becomes like a rock practically. I mean, you can like
Yeah.
Yeah.
make it very solid. Doesn't
So-
seem like something wool would do.
Right.
Ow.
Isn't it weird? So yeah, you can make them rounder by pushing into the hip again. If you want. You can also round out the bottom part by pushing into the sides
Mhm.
when you decide how big you want them. So you can kind of lay it up against. Now here's where it kind of it varies depending on how big you made your bee. But you can kind of put it up against there and see what looks good. So like, oh yeah, looks pretty good for that size bee. And this one seems to be about the same size, you know.
You don't want them touching on the top though, right? You want them on sides like this? Or do you want like the middle of them to be touching?
Oh, you'll want, good question. So we don't put it on yet. We're gonna probably pull some of this extra fluff off.
Oh, okay.
So, and you'll,
Stop trying to get ahead of it, Andrew.
Sorry.
so this is your last chance. While we're waiting for everyone to finish their wings, this is your last chance to kind of mess with the body.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to make it a little firmer or a little, your stripes to be a little thinner or thicker, this is your last chance really for that. So go ahead and touch up your body. How's everyone doing?
Why
Lexi,
not?
should we be trying to make bees that are super teeny?
No.
Or
For the record, this is the size of the last bee I did.
Aw.
oh, okay.
Cute.
And I think I made yours a little bit smaller, less felt. So depending
Look
on
at
how,
your wings.
depending on
My
how,
wings are tiny compared to that.
yeah, they don't have to be this big. That's why I said like my first bee I can't find it. Julius keeps stealing all these things. But my last bee had much smaller. My first bee had smaller wings. This one I made kind of big wings. He kind of looks like a snitch.
Oh,
He does. He does.
How do you attach them? Did she say it?
No, not yet. I didn't say how to attach it. So, so is everyone ready to attach?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do it.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a little bit of your excess wool off. I'm just gonna make mine so I only have so this part's the thick part, and then I'm gonna leave like a finger's width of wool. I'm just gonna kind of pull off that chunk and set it aside. So I'm just making them a little shorter. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Here's the width of my wing, and I'm gonna pull this wool roving off. So now I've got just like a smaller piece to put on there. So now you got to kind of look at your bee and decide, where do I want, you know, which way is up, I guess. So for me,
So she takes me off.
It's like a little funky, but like.
I like this part as my up part. So
Should it be your worst part because it's going to be covered?
I don't know. I don't think so, because it won't really be covered. I'm going to use my best part. So you're going to lay the wing right on top. Oh, sorry, can't see. Move that fluff. You're going to lay the wing right on top of the part you decided to stick it onto. You see? And then I'm going to do a few quick, sorry, I can't watch the screen. Do a few quick jabs in here. And then, so that's like attached a little bit. So then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to place my unfinished end on top, and I'm going to poke the center. Sorry, my finger's in the way.
My guy's wings are a little long.
That's okay. Oh, wow, he's like an airplane.
He's looking at everyone.
You can, if you want, you can probably pull them back off and then take off some more felt.
Mhm.
It's up to you. You don't have
I
to
might do that.
make them long.
Should I take mine?
Mine like legit looks like.
But mine are long too, and watch, I'm gonna bring them in kind of like I did with the stinger. So mine are very long, but I'm gonna now poke again, like I'm gonna take probably halfway up and poke.
I mean, come on.
That's so
Andrew.
Damn cute.
amazing.
Aw.
Well done. That looks adorable.
I am very pleased.
You can sell it on Etsy now.
No, I'm not. Come on, this is precious now.
That is precious, right? So I'm just gonna keep poking in the middle a little bit, and as you poke, they'll come towards each other. So you can kind of go back on the other side and poke them back down if you want, or you can make them go up more. So I'm again just poking on this end. Kind of, the further up you go on the wing, the more it'll pull it in. So make it shorter. Go back on the back side.
This is immensely pleasing.
Isn't it?
Mm.
It's like, I think it's like better. I don't know. I've been doing it while I watch TV. It's like kind of mindless. It's great.
I don't think this is mindless at all, but
Okay, it's not mindless, but you know what I mean. It's like you don't have to. You have to do a lot of poking. So like there's a lot of downtime here. So you can watch TV while you do it. Been doing this while we watch The Crown.
Ground.
The Crown. Sorry, I can't quite see what I'm doing. See how? So if you poke on like one side, sorry, like this, it'll kind of make the wing curve in a little bit more too. So you can kind of do that.
all right.
So when you're satisfied with that, there's your bee.
Oh, Lexi, I think this is the first craft I've followed like end to end and got it.
Yeah.
Melting.
How is it? How did everyone's come out? Does anyone need any help?
One of my wings.
Oh, that
is
looks so
big.
cute. That looks great, Mark.
Wow, Mark.
That
yours
looks
is
so good, Andy.
spherical.
Aw.
Oh, Mary Elizabeth, that looks adorable. So cute. Will, do you need any help? Oh, his looks really good. You're doing a great job.
Let's see, Will. Nice.
His ended up a little smaller and longer,
Yeah, mine's like skinny guy.
but it's,
Love
I
it.
feel like I definitely made a snitch.
Julius B.
oh, that looks adorable, Amy.
It looks like a snitch, like for sure. The wings are too big.
I know.
Stab
I
myself
kind of
in the
love the stitch look. So it's up to you. I may have like convinced you to make them a little bigger because I like the snitch look. Oh, that's so cute, Erin. Erin already put her eyes on. So
Nice.
I'll tell you how to put your eyes on next. Okay, so who's ever ready for
Rebel.
the eyes, Can I borrow these, Will?
Yes,
And then
they're all yours.
I'll get you some
No, it's okay.
because I made up an extra bag. And I just can't find it.
Are you sure?
No, you use those to teach everybody else. And we'll
Okay.
figure it out.
So yeah, I'll find some for you. I have a million more. Okay, so your eyes, I put them in a little bag. So what you're gonna do, you are going to take your needle, probably the thinnest one, and you're gonna kind of look at your bee and decide, where do I want my eyes to go? I'm gonna want my eye to go here. I picked this hole for my bee eye. So you're gonna just kind of jab in that hole a whole bunch, kind of make like a hole. Can you see that?
For those of us who don't follow directions real well, is it okay if I just kind of like wiggle them in there, or should I take them out and make a hole?
No, that's fine. If you can get it in, that's totally fine. But sometimes if your felt is too firm, you need to like really make a hole for them.
Mine is clearly not anywhere near there.
That's
I'm not-
fine. It's kind of like a matter of opinion how firm you want it.
What?
So, you know, I haven't been giving these to Patricia because these eyes will come out. I mean, they can be pulled out. So if you wanted them to be more baby friendly, but I would never say that these are baby friendly in a million years. These are not baby friendly.
Andrew, where is yours?
Very cute. Good job, guys. I'm gonna have to take a picture of all these. But if you want them to be a little more friendly, you can glue them in. You can put a tip of glue
Oh, that's
on the
right.
back.
That's right.
Mine looks so grumpy. It's got a Mel. Look at
I want to get you some eyeballs.
Well done, Andrew.
I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, well
Oh, I stabbed
done.
myself again.
Are you okay?
This
Mom?
was good.
Let's see, Mandy.
Hold on. I don't know why mine has a smile.
Oh, that's adorable. I love it, Mandy. So cute.
It's like a smirk. It's like a little side smile.
Yeah, it's
That's
adorable.
so cute.
Oh,
Nice.
see,
Oh,
yours
these
is
are-
great.
Well done, everybody. Okay, hold on. I got to take a picture. And I got to get Will eyes first, actually.
Just behind the times, Will.
I know. Thank you, everybody. I hope you
Thank you,
all
Lexi.
It's super fun.
Okay. I'm glad you all had fun. Hold on.
Aw.
You want tinier eyes because you got
Tiny
little
your
bit?
eyes for my little bee, please.
Aw.
Guess mine
We're
should
gonna
be
hold them
straight
all.
up.
Mine too that match.
The match.
Yeah, they're all kind of different.
Yours have a mouth too.
You want me to try them?
Hey, did you say this at the beginning, Lexi? What is this material?
So this is called roving. It's like, it's literally, they take it off the sheep and they comb it out. And it's, yeah, it's just wool roving that came off your sheep.
There's also like
Whoa.
babies.
Huh.
Somebody,
There.
let me, how do I unspotlight myself?
No way.
You,
Because you're cute.
They're so cute.
spotlight. Ah, excellent. Your gallery view. All right, give Will a second to put his, oh, well done.
Jeez.
I'm gonna first my camera.
When bees attack.
But it.
It's a little funny.
Amy, that is so good.
Oh, good job.
The wings are huge. It's like Dumbo.
That's
They're
okay.
almost like
I,
bunny
Oh,
ears,
it's
too.
adorable.
I like the large
So
wings.
cute.
I may have told you to make them a little large because I like them. These are so cute. Good job, guys.
Good job, Lexi.
How does
Will,
everyone feel? Does everyone think they did a good job?
I feel
Yeah,
great.
good teacher.
I like this one. This one was good.
I'm glad
It's
you all
so fun.
because you did do a good job. All right, everyone hold them up. Smile. Say, Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Good job, everybody. Okay, well, that was
But
it.
you can also do print screen.
Oh, that would have been.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have the keyboard now.
Mine's so boxy.
Keyboard is buried under stuff.
Yeah, if someone else wants to do print screen, that might have been better.
Yeah, you probably from
Oh,
there.
Will can do it. Yeah, hold on.
Oh.
Sorry, last picture, I swear. Okay, everyone, print screen.
Oops.
Hold on. Print screen. Yay. Okay, that's good.
Okay, we got it.
Nice.
Very cool.
Thanks, Lexi.
Ignoring me. Thank you. I hope you all had fun.
That was really
Super
fun.
fun.
Lexi. Maybe we'll do another one, so save your stuff.
Ooh, definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Save the needles and foam.
Thanks, guys.
Bye,
Have fun.
everyone.
Stay
Bye,
nice.
Lexi.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Guys.